place on a magical island where Miranda, Ariel, Prospero, and Caliban live. The story opens with a huge ship at sea. There is a huge storm at sea. Everyone on board is shouting, "Ah!" King Alonso of Naples is on board with his son, Prince Ferdinand. The king's brother, Sebastian, and his advisor, Gonzalo, Duke Antonio, a butler, Stefano, and a jester, Trinculo, are also on board. They all expect to drown. Whoa!
Oh, I told you. I told you.
Oh, we split. We split. We split.
What's up? Sing with the king.
From a nearby island, Miranda watches this huge tempest, which is another word for storm. She is 15 years old and has never known anything other than this island life. She lives here on the island with her father, Prospero, who studies magic. Prospero is helped by a spirit, Ariel, and a slave, Caliban, who is the son of an old witch named Sycorax. Miranda cries as she watches the storm from the island. She begs her father to stop the storm as she is sure that he may be the one who created it. Her father reassures her and calms her down. He says the storm will be over soon, and he promises her that no one will be harmed.
If you make these waters wild,
Make these waters wild,
my dear father,
my dear father.
please stop them.
Please stop them. Be collective. There is no harm done.
Ariel has helped Prospero to make the storm and asks for his freedom in return.
What is it that you ask of me?
My liberty.
Prospero refuses and reminds Ariel about how he rescued him from the trunk of a pine tree where the witch Sycorax had left him. Prospero decides that he will free him in 2 days.
Dost thou forget from what a torment I did free thee? After 2 days I will discharge thee.
Now Prospero thought it might be a good time to tell Miranda about their past. Before coming to the island 12 years ago, he was the Duke of Milan, which is a place in Italy. But as Duke, he was so involved with his books and his secret studies that he never realized that his brother Antonio was stealing power from him. Together with King Alonso, Antonio plotted against Prospero. Soldiers dragged Miranda and Prospero from their home. Miranda was only 3 years old when this happened. They were put out to sea in a small, rotten boat and left to die. They were given food and water graciously by Gonzalo, who pitied them. Prospero and Miranda arrived finally at the island, and since then, Prospero has been using the island as a place to study magic.
Your tale, sir, would cure deafness.
Your tale, sir, would cure deafness.
Now Prospero made Caliban into a slave because he caught him trying to kiss Miranda. Enraged, Prospero made him chop wood ever since and now uses his magic to inflict pain upon him. Caliban is deeply unhappy about his captive life.
This island's mine, by Sycorax, my mother, which thou takest from me. When thou camest first, thou strokest me, and makest much of me, would give me water with berries in it, and teach me how to name the bigger light, and the less that burns by day and night. And I did love you. I showed you all the qualities of the isle. The springs, brine pits, barren place and fertile, cursed be I that did so. All the charms of Sycorax, of toads, beetles, bats shine on you. I am all the subjects that you have, which first was mine own king, and now you stymie here on this rock and keep me from the rest of the island. You taught me your language, and my profit on it is I know how to curse. the Red Plague rid you for teaching me your language.
Now let's get back to that shipwrecked crew. The shipwrecked crew wanders around the island amazed, looking for each other. King Alonso was inconsolable as he mourned for his son, Prince Ferdinand, who he feared had drowned in the shipwreck.
My son is lost, oh my heir of Naples and Milo. What strange fish has made his meal on you?
As King Alonso grieves, his brother Sebastian plots to kill King Alonso and become the king for himself.
Alonso's heir, the Prince Ferdinand dead, all it will take is one stroke of this sword against my brother for me to become king myself.
Stefano wanders around the island with Trinculo. When they run into Caliban, they think he is a monster.
This is some monster of the island with 4 legs.
He smells like a fish. Oh, a very old fish. Oh.
But then they realize he's not a monster. Then Stefano persuades all of them that they should murder Prospero and take over the island for themselves.
He will be sleeping in half an hour. Will you destroy him then?
I on my honor.
Now we see Prince Ferdinand is actually alive, and he stumbles onto the island and meets Miranda. They fall instantly in love. Now remember that Miranda is very excited. She has never seen another human boy before.
Most sure. You are the goddess that such beautiful music plays for. I will make you the Queen of Naples.
I might call you divine, for nothing natural have I ever seen so noble.
Prospero, Miranda's dad, sees that Prince Ferdinand and Miranda are in love and is very happy for them. But first he wants to test their love a little bit. He makes Prince Ferdinand chop and carry endless logs of wood. Miranda is tormented by her father's treatment of him and pities the prince. She asks him to marry her, and he says yes. Prospero sees the couple's engagement and knows that Ferdinand is a good man and is very happy for them.
Well, it would be impossible for me to be as happy as they are. Nothing else could make me rejoice more.
Trinculo, Stefano, and Caliban all prepare to attack Prospero, but Prospero and Ariel are prepared and send spirit dogs to hound and chase them away.
Fury.
There, tyrant, there.
There, tyrant, there.
Hark, hark.
Hark, hark. Let there be hunted salad!
Then the king's party meets Prospero, who explains a little about what's been going on.
Behold, Sir King, the wrong Duke of Milan, Prospero. I bid you all a hearty welcome.
Prospero explains to everyone that he needs to settle something with his brother Antonio. After demanding his dukedom back from his brother, Prospero thanks Gonzalo for helping them to escape.
Gonzalo, noble friend, let me embrace you, whose honor cannot be measured or confined.
King Alonso is also very apologetic. Prospero decides to forgive him and then shows him Miranda and Prince Ferdinand playing chess. Miranda is amazed and enchanted by all of the people on the island.
How beauteous mankind is, O brave new world that has such people in it.
King Alonso is overjoyed to see that his son, Prince Ferdinand, is actually alive. He celebrates the love between Miranda and Ferdinand and declares that they shall be married and that Prospero shall be Duke of Milan again.
Give me your hands and let grief and sorrow fall. Give me your hands and let grief and sorrow fall. And anyone who does not wish their joy.
Prospero abandons all of his magical powers and grants Ariel his freedom.
You shall be free. Now all my charms are gone, and what strength I have's mine.
Then magically a boat appears on the beach. They all get on board and go home safely to Italy. After all, Miranda and Ferdinand have a wedding to plan. Ariel promises that there will be no storm and that they will all arrive safely. They all lived happily ever after.